Okay, my name is Jack Amiel, and I write both movies and television. I have two pilots here, one for CBS and one for the CW network that's being produced by Paramount up here at the lot. And then I've written a bunch of movies that you may or may not have seen or heard of. The major issue is that we are fighting for our survival in a way that people can't quite understand. You know, writers don't work all the time, and we don't think that we're not guaranteed an income or anything like that. We don't think we should be. But when our stuff gets made and somebody's making money from it, we want to participate. In success, we want to participate.
Devon Shepard, Weeds.
And can you please tell the public the importance of the strike to the writers?
I think the importance really primarily is just fairness. I always put it out to people like this. If you create a product and that product made hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, I think you would want some form of compensation for it. You know, whatever that is, that's something we got to negotiate. Right now, we're not getting any kind of real compensation for any of the hard work that we do, and these companies are making money hand over fist and constantly telling us that there's no money left over for the guys who go in a room with a blank piece of paper and come up with these ideas. So it's important for us, because if we don't win now, when are we going to win? When will it ever be fair? You can't count on them to come to us one day and go, you know what, guys, we got too much money. Here's some more for you guys. It's not going to happen. So that's why we're out here.
I'm Sarah Schwartz.
And I'm Bill Schwartz.
What do you write for?
At the moment, I've just been writing pilots. But I've written for Touched by an Angel and Promised Land and lots of shows over the years. This strike is a duplicate of the strike in the 80s. And we were on strike at that time for video cassettes. And the AMPTP said at that time, you know what, we don't know about this new technology. You'll just have to wait and see whether it works. And now we're 20 some odd years later, and we're in the same boat with internet and downloading and streaming, which everyone knows in their right mind is the future of entertainment, certainly of movies, and definitely of series.
20 years from now, there's going to be no such thing as broadcast television. When you think of it this way, you know, coming off your satellite, you've got digital bits. They go through a computer, which is your DirecTV box or whatever, your Dish TV box, or even your cable box at this point, and that's all digital. I mean, theoretically, they can say right now, oh, that's digital download. That's streaming. I mean, theoretically, that's what it is. It's streaming. And at a certain point, if they can define everything as streaming, or they can define everything as digital download, then they can literally cut our participation out of the process financially on the back end. And you know, they keep waiting for us. They keep saying that we have to wait for to find out if this is really a business. You know what? Whether or not it's a business, we're not asking for a set piece of money. What we're asking for is, if they make money, we make money. If they don't make a penny, we don't make a penny. The problem is that they keep saying, well, why don't you wait and well, you'll become a profit participant. And our argument is, no, we're not going to be a profit participant, because we can never find out. You know, everyone's heard of squirrely Hollywood accounting and, you know, fuzzy math and all that. Well, we've never been able to trust their accounting. I mean, they're very, very clever at hiding the money. So the question is, if we can't trust their accounting, so we can't become profit participants, we have to get our money as part of their money.
We're not all rich. I think the bigger misconception I've found since I've been on the lines, people think we're all rich, and we're all really working class writers. There's a very small percentage of people who actually make the huge income. The rest of us are just working class writers who are trying to make a living. And just when you see us out here, just support us, honk your horns, write to the Guild, make your voices known.